Provided Sonic gonna push through the smoke, he dazzles and Orphan gets a kill.
Yeah, that was such a big play. He even gets the refrag and he gets the Sonic! Black Poison. Sonic just going, Yuji's looking for the ace and he's going to find it as well.
Well, it's quite an interesting one, how I started casting. I met Pac-Man and Lag Beast, that were the two kind of predecessors for casting back in the day. And I saw what they were doing and I thought to myself, like, it's great, you know, it's something that's awesome. And from there on, I started to cast with a player from Pixel Massacre. His name is Clinton. Nickname was Solar, actually. We started to cast together and, you know, it just went from one thing to the other. I mean, we started to cast games locally, and then I started to move into doing some international games. I did games for ESCA back in the day, and then also ESL 1 Cologne. In 2014, I did to most of the qualifiers actually as a solo caster as well. And then from there on, I did casting for Arena and a whole bunch of other tournament organizers in South Africa, which then developed into the whole NAV TV prospect back in the day. And I mean, it's been probably about 4 or 5 years now in the casting field. So yeah, it's been that long, but it's been great. I did actually play competitively. I played in the Premier League in the DGC. Well, not the DGC, the DGL Premier League. I played for about, I think it was about 2 years or 3 years. Played competitively Counter-Strike Global Offensive. I also played a lot of Counter-Strike 1.5 and 1.6 back in the day when I was still staying in Cape Town. And also I played in Counter-Strike Source. I was also a Source player for one of the top teams in South Africa as well for I think it was about 2 years. My experience at the studio, well, it's really much been something completely different and exceptional. What I've kind of experienced in the past with a number of organizers, etc., has been really great, but this is something completely different. So from an international point of view, my favorite team would be NIP, hands down. I've supported them for years and will always support them for years. From a local perspective, it's Flipside South Africa. I will always support that team as well, purely because of the brand and what it stands for, same difference. But I've also been a part of the building of that brand as well in this country. It's also under great leadership. I mean, if you look at the captain for the Flipside team, Zero Chance, me and him go back a good couple of years. We've got a lot of respect for each other. And that's why they're my favorites. What do I get up to in my spare time? Well, a lot of PUBG lately. I love to play PUBG. The game's addictive. But I also spend a lot of time with my daughter, and then I'm also expecting another daughter around the corner at the end of the year. So, you know, it's a hard balance at the moment between work life, esports, and of course PUBG, and then the daughter.